Dear students, I am Samir Velankar. I welcome all of you to this another video on B plus tree. Now in the earlier 4 videos, we saw B tree, balanced multivariate tree. Now B plus tree is just an extension of B tree as the name suggests, B plus. So it has some added features. Basically all the properties of B tree are there in B plus tree also. So B plus tree is also balanced. You see, B plus tree is a balanced multivariate tree. So all the leaf nodes are at same level. And every node in the B plus tree can store n keys. Now, if there are n keys, remember there can be n plus 1 pointers because every key will have left pointer and right pointer. Hence, each node can point to n plus 1 child nodes. So B plus tree is also characterized by order. Suppose every node of B plus tree can store, let's say, 4 keys. If every node stores 4 keys, then there can be 5 pointers in each node. Then the order will be 5 because we know order is equal to maximum number of children that a node can have. Additionally, we know in a B tree, a node must be at least half filled. So, in case a node has capacity to store 4 keys, then you should fill at least 2 keys. If you fill all 3 keys or 4 keys, it is best. But minimum, you should fill 2 keys. The node should be half filled. By the way, this rule, which I am telling that the node should be at least half filled, is not applicable to the root node. All these rules, are applicable to B plus tree also. So B plus tree is same as B tree, except for a few differences. The very simple difference that you can initially, to begin with, you can see is that all the leaf nodes are at same level. Oh, I am so sorry for this spell mistake. All leaf nodes are at same level. So in B tree also all leaf nodes are at same level. In B plus also leaf nodes are at same level, but the leaf nodes are connected linearly or sequentially using a pointer. So you can just imagine if you have some sort of multivariate tree. This is a B plus tree I am drawing, and these nodes are leaf nodes. Imagine a very small B plus tree. These are leaf nodes are at same level. Then these leaf nodes are connected sequentially using an additional pointer. But this type of connection between the consecutive leaf nodes was not seen in B tree. In B tree also all leaf nodes are at same level, but leaf nodes are not connected sequentially using pointer. But in B plus tree, leaf nodes are connected using pointers. Now, one more difference that you can see here is that the keys which are stored in the non-leaf node are stored again in the leaf node. I'm again sorry for the spell mistake. Okay. Are again stored in the leaf node. What I mean by that is, now you all know that this node which I am pointing to, this node is a non-leaf node because it has children. Imagine that there is a key like 10 stored here. Now this 10 is a key in a non-leaf node. Then the same 10 will appear again in one of the leaf nodes. Now in which leaf node this 10 will appear? This decision is made by programmer. Or let's say this root node is having 20. One node can store multiple keys. Suppose the root node, which is a non-leaf node, is having a value 20. Then 20 will be stored again in one of the leaf nodes. But suppose we have a value like, let's say 100. We can't have 100. I'm so sorry. 5. Value over here will be less than 10, isn't it? Because it is to the left of 10. Suppose we have a value like 5. Now this value 5 is in the leaf node. Then value stored in the leaf node will be only in the leaf node. But value at the non-leaf node like 10, 20 will be stored again in one of the leaf nodes. This is the second and basic difference between B tree and B plus tree. What did you see in B tree? is that if 10 is stored in the root node or non-leaf node, then 10 won't be stored again. 10 is stored only in one of the nodes. Come again, every key in non-leaf is stored again, is stored in leaf. I'm going to write a rule here now. We have set this rule. You see that 10 is there in the non-leaf node. Where will you store it? Again in the leaf node. We will set the rule like this. If you want to store 10 again, then 10 will be stored to the left of 10. That is, all values which are less than or equal to some key will be to the left of that key. So 10 has to be stored again. 10 will be stored in the left child of 10. So towards the left pointer, we will store 10. What about 20? You watch, 20 is also in the non-leaf node, but we should store 20 again. Then 20 will go to the left pointer, left of 20, wherever it is pointing. You watch that this pointer is left of 20. Then 20 will be stored in this leaf node, which I am pointing to. Suppose this leaf node is already storing 15 and 18, then it will store 20 also. Let's say that there is a value like 30, then 30 is left over here. 30 is left wherever it is pointing, that node will again store 30. But overall, you watch what are the differences between B and B plus tree. Differences are all leaf nodes are connected. All leaf nodes are connected using additional pointer sequentially. And whatever is stored in non-leaf nodes is stored again in leaf node. Best way to understand this is by using an example. So let's take an example like this, that we are given data again. The data is 1 to 20 and we want to construct. Question is construct B plus tree of order 5. Now order 5 means there will be 5 pointers in every node, so there can be 4 keys. Let's check how do you construct a B plus tree. First thing first, create a node which has capacity of 4 keys and 5 pointers. Obviously, because order is 5, so every node will have 5 pointers. This is root, topmost node. Store the first few keys in this in sorted order. Now take the next value 5. But 5 cannot go in this node. This is full. Node has capacity of only 4 keys. So imagine 5 joins after 4. It can't join after 4, but just imagine. Then we have got a sorted sequence of 5 keys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And just as in B tree, we will split this sequence into 2 equal halves, and the median, that is midpoint is 3, will propagate up to become new root. So what is the latest tree that we will get after inserting 5? The root now is going to store only 3. Root is going to store only 3, and at the bottom over here, we are going to get a node 1, 2, still 2 keys vacant, and we are going to get a node 4, 5 due to right split, still 2 keys vacant. And you observe that left of 3 is going to point to 1, 2, and right of 3 is going to point to 4, 5. You please try to understand, still 3 keys are vacant here in the root node. But now this is what we did in B tree also. I hope you have seen that video. Split and propagate. Now comes the turning point. Now this 3, you observe I am marking it. This 3 is stored in the non-leaf node. Observe this is a non-leaf node because it is having 2 children, isn't it? Then any key stored in the non-leaf node is stored again in the leaf node. And we have set the rules that if you want to store 3 again, then store 3 to the left of 3. So left node of 3 will literally store 3. 3 will join after 1, 2, isn't it? Because the node has to be sorted. That's how the key in the non-leaf node will be stored again in one of the leaf nodes. Let's take next value. Last value we inserted was 5, isn't it? Let's take 6. Now the same rules to add 6. 6 will go to the right of 3 because it is larger than 3. So it will join 4, 5. And there is enough place for storing 6. In the same way, 7 will join the same node and 8 can't join, isn't it? If 8 wants to join, it should join after 7. But 8 can't join. Now we again have a sorted sequence 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We will split this sequence and the median, that is 6, will be propagated to root. So what is the latest tree that we are having? The root node now, the root node is going to store 3 and 6. At the bottom level here, we are having 1, 2 and 3. Remember, the non-leaf node key is stored again, 3 is stored again in this left child. Now what we have along with this, the companion we have is 4 and 5. You understand this was due to left split. 6 was propagated up, 6 was propagated up and 4, 5 is the left child. And we have one more node, 7, 8. 7, 8. Now the left child of 3, left pointer will point to 1, 2, 3. That means all values which are less than or equal to 3 are to the left of 3. Less than or equal to 3. See, 3 is also to the left of 3. And this pointer which I am pointing to, right of 3 and left of 6 will point to 4, 5. Not all values between 3 and 6, that is 4 and 5, will be to the right of 3 but left of 6. And all values greater than 6, that is 7, 8, will be to the right of 6. But wait, now you can see this non-leaf node, this is root. You can see this non-leaf node which I am marking, this is a non-leaf node, it has 3 children, has 6 now, and 6 should be stored in the leaf node. So what was the rule we set up? 6, if supposed to be added again, if we want to add 6 again, then it should be added to the left of 6. So the left of 6 is the node 4 and 5. So 6 joins in this leaf node. Additionally, whatever leaf nodes we have are always connected. Check this connection. Leaf nodes are always at same level and they are always connected sequentially using additional pointer. So the 1, 2, 3 in the latest diagram will be connected to 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6 will be connected to 7, 8. This is the latest tree we have. Now let's add 9. Last time the last value we added was 8. Let's add 9 now. 9 will easily go to the right of 6 because it is larger than 6. So 9 and 10 will join after 8. So 9 and 10 joins, no problem. But 11 can't join. There is an overflow here. So the node is split and 9, the median, will be sent up. I hope you have understood enough about B plus tree, how the values stored in the non-leaf node are stored again in the leaf node. But by the way, let's continue for few more values. We are not going up to 20, observe. But now, if this split occurs and 9 is sent up, what is the latest tree? Let's see. The root now stores 3, 6, 9. That's root. Now the left of 3 will still point to 1, 2, 3 as shown in the earlier picture. Right of 3 but left of 6 will still point to 4, 5, 6. There is no change here. But right of 6 and left of 9 will now point to 7, 8. Observe this was due to the left split. And right of 9 will now point to 10, 11. 10, 11, isn't it? But now you watch the non-leaf node which I am marking, which has 4 children now, has a value 9. This 9 has to go again in one of the leaf nodes. Then it will exactly go to the left of 9. The left of 9 over here is 7, 8 and 7, 8 is going to store 9. And of course, all the leaf nodes are connected. All leaf nodes are connected. So you see all leaf nodes are at same level and they are connected, and values stored in the leaf node are again stored in one of the non-leaf nodes. Oh, sorry, non-leaf nodes are again stored in one of the leaf nodes. I got lost. Sorry. This way the construction goes on. Now let's stick to this B plus tree. Imagine this is the latest B plus tree we are having. That means we have added data only from 1 to 11. Let's stop here. But then what's the importance of B plus tree? What are the advantages? Rather, what are the advantages of B plus tree over B tree? In simple sense, let's ask what is the advantage of connecting all these leaf nodes sequentially? It's very simple to see the advantage, and we will be illuminated on seeing the advantage of B plus tree over B tree. First of all, my suggestion to all of you is in this latest B plus tree that we have constructed, watch all the leaf nodes sequentially. Watch all the leaf nodes sequentially. Are you watching? So which values do you see in the leaf nodes? They are 1, 2, 3, then next is 4, 5, 6, then next is 7, 8, 9, next is 10, 11. Oh, good Lord. If you read all the leaf nodes sequentially, you bet you are getting all the values that you added. Which values did you add? 1 to 11. And all those values are definitely in the leaf node, and that too in sorted order. It's like we have got a linked list of all keys 1 to 11 in sorted order and connected to each other, isn't it? But this did not happen in B tree. Why? In B tree, values were either stored in non-leaf node or in leaf node. So all values could not be found in the leaf node. I hope you are understanding. So what's the advantage of this? If all the keys are there in the leaf nodes, now listen, imagine you are asked a query, search all values 6 or larger than 6. Check the question. Search all values which are 6 or larger than 6. Then your answer should be I found 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, because 6 and larger than 6. You want to locate all these values, isn't it? So how is B plus tree going to help you in doing that? What you can do is you can start searching 6 because you want 6 or larger than 6. You can start searching 6 from root and you immediately get 6 at root. But then what you do is you say, okay, I know 6 is stored again to the left of 6. You know that as 6 is in the non-leaf node, 6 is stored again in one of the left childs. And when you reach the left child of 4, 5, 6, you get 6 over there. So you say you have found the key 6 and now you want values greater than 6 also. You can easily use this pointer, next pointer, and go to the next node and say 7, 8, 9, then use the next pointer and say 10, 11 are the keys which are larger than 6. You know, those who have learned DBMS, although DBMS is coming up, this subject is coming up in your GATE course, but those who have learned DBMS, maybe in the earlier semesters of engineering, know that there is something called range query in DBMS. Now, what I mean by range query is that you often write select statement like this: select, select, star, star from student. Let's say student is one of the table. Select star from student where roll number is greater than or equal to 6. What you mean is you want all those students, you want to know which are the students who have roll number 6 or larger. That's what exactly we were doing in B tree. Now this 3, 6, 9 and all that, 4, 5, 6, all these are roll numbers of the students. You wanted to search students with roll number 6 or larger, and B tree helped you in doing that. For instance, let's say you say select star from student where roll number between 2 and 6. Now believe me, there is a query like this in SQL, that is DBMS. Now what you are asking for, you want to search all the roll numbers from 2 to 6 inclusive. 2 and 6 are inclusive. So how do you search? You first search 2, isn't it, in the given tree. From root, you want to search 2. Now 2 must be to the left of 3. And when you reach this node, you got 2. But you needed all the roll numbers 2 to 6. So you will just check the next roll number. Okay, 3 is the next roll number. Then you will use the next pointer here and approach the next node, which is 4, 5, and 6. As soon as you approach 6, you will stop and say, I have found all the roll numbers between 2 to 6. So range queries are very much possible with B plus tree. That is why these are so popular in DBMS. Whereas range queries are not possible with B tree, because in B tree, leaf nodes are not connected, so you can't traverse sequentially taking all the roll numbers. Secondly, leaf nodes do not store all the values, so range queries are impossible for a B tree. I hope you have understood overall rules of B and B plus tree. Check the differences. There are two differences between B and B plus tree as marked here. Thank you very much.